On a tranquil evening at the Ocean View General Hospital, the absence of patients in need of our care provided my colleague, Anna, and me with an opportunity to focus our efforts on essential tasks such as restocking supplies and conducting routine checks. Our expectations for a serene shift seemed well within reach. Anna diligently attended to the labor rooms, while I assumed responsibility for the nursery, with a particular emphasis on the secluded special care section located at the far end of the ward. As the night unfolded, our surroundings took on an almost surreal quality. The gentle hum of machinery and the soft glow of monitors created a soothing backdrop, and for a while, it was just the two of us, wrapped in a cocoon of clinical sterility. Our footsteps, hushed by the linoleum floors, echoed in the dimly lit corridor. The quietude was palpable, a stark contrast to the chaotic days we often faced in the obstetrics department. I took a moment to appreciate the calmness of this particular night shift. The absence of crying babies and the clatter of busy nurses and doctors made it easier to concentrate on our duties. I meticulously inspected each shelf and drawer, taking inventory of every infant formula, onesie, and baby blanket. Anna, meanwhile, focused on the labor rooms, ensuring that they were well prepared for any unexpected arrivals. Our dedication to our responsibilities knew no bounds, and we were confident that we could handle anything that came our way. Little did we know that this night would unveil a mystery beyond our understanding. The special care section of the nursery was nestled at the back, its atmosphere even more serene and isolated than the rest of the ward. I took extra care when organizing this area, considering the fragility of the infants who would eventually call it home. Each crib was meticulously arranged, monitors and oxygen tanks at the ready, and the softest blankets meticulously tucked in around each tiny occupant. It was in this pocket of quiet and serenity that something unusual occurred. As I placed a delicate mobile over one of the cribs, a whisper, soft and ethereal, carried my name through the air, breaking the stillness that enveloped the room. At first, I assumed it was Anna trying to get my attention. I turned to see if she needed something, my heart rate quickening in anticipation of her request. To my surprise, the space around me was devoid of her presence. The emptiness of the room echoed back at me, devoid of any human company. I furrowed my brow, perplexed by the mysterious origin of the voice. My initial instinct was to brush it off as a momentary lapse in concentration or a figment of my imagination, the result of exhaustion from long hours of work. Dismissing the peculiarity as a fleeting illusion, I continued my tasks within the special care unit. There were no signs of any disturbances in the ward. The infants lay undisturbed, and the monitors displayed their vital signs in the green glow of the darkened room. Everything seemed as it should be. Minutes felt like hours as I continued to move about the unit, tending to the infants in my care. The quiet of the night remained unbroken, save for the soft sounds of their breathing and the occasional beep of a monitor. I was on high alert, my senses heightened, hoping to catch any signs of what I had heard earlier. Then, without warning, it happened again. That same gentle whisper, as delicate as a sigh, carried my name through the air once more. It was unmistakable. The voice was not a product of my imagination, nor was it some auditory illusion. Someone or something was in that room with me, calling my name. An eerie chill crept down my spine, and I felt the hair on the back of my neck stand on end. The isolation of the nursery suddenly became suffocating, and the quietude, once serene, now seemed oppressive. Fear gnawed at the edges of my rationality as I tried to make sense of the situation. I gathered my courage and ventured toward the desk area, determined to confront the source of this mysterious whisper. Perhaps Anna was playing a prank on me, though I couldn't fathom how she had managed to move so silently and vanish so quickly. It was impossible for anyone to slip past me in that room without making a sound. To my amazement, the desk area stood empty, devoid of any living presence. My heart raced, and my breaths came quick and shallow as I scanned the room in disbelief. I knew that I had heard my name whispered twice now, and there was no denying the reality of the situation. As my mind grappled with this inexplicable phenomenon, I couldn't help but wonder if this was some kind of elaborate prank or if there was a rational explanation. However, deep down, I knew that something far beyond the realm of normalcy was unfolding before my eyes. Moments later, Anna appeared, her footsteps echoing through the corridor. She wore a puzzled look, her brow furrowed in confusion. "Did you call for me?" she inquired, her voice trembling slightly. Her eyes held a mixture of curiosity and unease. I hesitated, unsure of how to respond. We had both heard our names called by a voice that had no discernible source. It was as though the very walls of the nursery had whispered our names. I recounted my experience, and the sense of foreboding in the room deepened. As we exchanged our perplexing experiences, a palpable tension hung in the air. Anna described the voice she had heard as a tender murmur, much like the one I had experienced. The realization that we had both heard our names spoken by an unseen presence sent shivers down our spines. We were left grappling with an unsettling realization. The unit we occupied was meticulously secured, designed to protect the precious infants under our care. It was virtually impervious to intrusion by external individuals. The doors were locked, and security measures were in place to ensure the safety and well-being of the infants. Yet, the softly whispered names, as delicate as a sigh, left us questioning if, just maybe, we were not as alone as we had previously believed within those hallowed hospital walls. Fear and curiosity intermingled within us as we considered the implications of what we had experienced. Were we dealing with an otherworldly presence, a spirit lingering in the hospital's halls? Or was there a more rational explanation, one that we had yet to uncover? We decided to take a systematic approach to our investigation. As nurses often do when faced with mysterious medical cases, we checked and rechecked the security of the unit, ensuring that all doors were securely locked. We examined the ventilation system and any other potential sources of sound, searching for any rational explanation. Yet, our efforts yielded no answers. The hours stretched on, and the whispering continued intermittently, the soft, beckoning calls to our names persisting. The peculiar events of that night weighed heavily on our minds, overshadowing our duties in the nursery. It was as though the very walls of the hospital were keeping a secret, one that they chose to reveal only to us. As the night shift neared its end, the mystery remained unresolved. We couldn't deny the existence of the inexplicable whispers, nor could we provide a rational explanation for their origin. The unspoken tension between Anna and me lingered, a shared acknowledgement of the enigma we had encountered. We left our shifts that morning, our thoughts consumed by the events of that fateful night. The hospital, once a place of healing and solace, now harbored a lingering sense of the unknown. We were left to wonder if we would ever receive answers to the questions that haunted us. In the days that followed, Anna and I continued to work our shifts at Ocean View General Hospital, each night bringing its own challenges and rewards. However, the memory of the night shift whispers remained etched in our minds, a testament to the inexplicable mysteries that can unfold within the hallowed halls of a hospital. We shared our experiences with trusted colleagues, hoping that someone might offer a rational explanation or share similar encounters. Yet, our accounts were met with incredulity and skepticism. The prevailing belief was that we had experienced a shared delusion, brought on by the stress and exhaustion of our demanding profession. While we couldn't rule out this possibility entirely, the vividness and specificity of the whispers left us convinced that something beyond the ordinary had occurred. As time passed, the whispers became a part of hospital lore, a story passed down among the nursing staff. Some dismissed it as a tale to spook the newer nurses, while others clung to the belief that our hospital held secrets that extended beyond the realm of medical science. For Anna and me, the night shift whispers remained a profound and unsettling chapter in our careers. We continued our work with dedication and compassion, but the inexplicable events of that night served as a reminder that there are mysteries in the world that may never be fully understood. In the end, the whispered names that pierced the stillness of that quiet night in OB would remain an enigma, a whispered secret shared only between two nurses who had been touched by the unexplained. Our experiences had left us with a deep sense of wonder and curiosity, a reminder that the boundaries of our understanding are far more vast and complex than we can ever imagine.